What's up, everybody? Welcome to Just Life, the podcast. This is your host, Ish. I got my buddy Scotty here. Say what's up, Scotty.
What's up, everybody?
Okay, so how would you go about dealing with negativity?
Whew, we can get right into it. I would say, man, buy me some dinner first. Well, you know what, man? There's a lot of negativity everywhere you go, right? So, I mean, I forget who said it. I think Lil Duval said it. If you can't change your situation, right?
Okay.
Change your mindset.
Right.
So I think that's how you want to apply it to anything. Like, if you have negativity...
So change your outlook on the way something happens.
Yeah, and sometimes you just can't. Like, you can get to that place with anything, you know? Like, in a relationship, with your work...
Yeah, that's true. Because, like, something, like, okay, for instance, like, the same thing, the same bad thing would happen to two different people, but one person would just approach it a different way versus the other person approaching it, like, in a more pessimistic way. You get what I mean?
Hell yeah. I say being happy is a full-time job, so the way, like, yeah, that's facts, bro.
Yeah.
Your personal happiness is a full-time job. And
it kind of is, huh? I'm just now, like, really thinking about it.
Not everyone's Ryan Seacrest, you know. You're gonna have bad days and that type shit, or you're gonna have stuff that happens or whatever. But especially when you get older, I would say, like, going into like a positive day, like something I need to really work on too is like have maybe a routine, or stuff that you know that if you do during the day, it'll be a success for you personally, right?
Yeah, and that'll make you happier.
I would say, because it's like the most happiest times I've had in my life, like I've like thought about where, you know, I was maybe like, I had my work that was really going well. I'd go to the gym every morning and I would skateboard every night. And
that'd be
I was like
great.
It was like I was in great shape, and I would just ride my motorcycle to work, and it was a very simple life. But I like checked all my boxes of all the shit that I liked that made me happy.
Yeah.
I was like literally like, every day I was super, like, at the time, like me and my boy Mikey and Josh and everything, Drake, we're all super into fucking The Secret and like manifesting and shit like that.
The Secret? Speak more on The Secret. I want to hear about that.
I mean, like, there's like, if you think positive things, like, you know, like positive happen to you. So we were like super into that time.
That's what you guys call it, The Secret?
No, that's you never heard of that? It's a book.
Oh, it's a book called The Secret.
Yeah, and they made like movies and shit about it. Yeah,
and it talks about like manifesting pretty much.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
And
check it out.
You are really? What's it called? The Secret on Netflix.
The Secret, yeah.
Okay, I think I've actually heard of that before. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, but basically, it's just saying like it's like a bunch of people like saying like, if you just say I'm gonna have the biggest house in the neighborhood, I'm gonna have $1 million. Blah, blah, blah. If you just like look in the mirror and say that, it's eventually gonna happen. But in reality, they don't talk about all the work that needs to go into it as well too. And
that's just like
taking
a part of the manifesting.
Yeah. But I would say, so I mean, like, check the boxes of shit that makes you happy, right?
Yeah.
So like maybe you like drawing like pictures of like pickles doing like Mexican wrestling moves on each other or something like that in like, you know, cartoon form, or like you are really into cooking different types of like Italian wedding soups, you know what I mean? Like that's what makes you happy, and if you do that on a regular basis enough to keep you happy, I would say your outlook on life is going to be more positive than other people's.
Yeah. Damn, okay. So, how, like...
Like, let me ask you, so you play guitar, right?
Right.
We talk about this, you like doing yoga, right?
Yeah.
What are those, do you do that every day? Does that make you happy?
I do it almost every day, yeah. And it does make me happy, yeah.
It makes you happy? Do you feel better after you do it?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like an escape.
Okay. Do you like skateboarding?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that make you happy when you skateboard? Sometimes, right?
All the time.
All the time. Even when you get hurt, it makes you happy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess just being out.
Right?
Yeah, just...
Okay.
I mean,
anything else? You ever bike ride? Like think like how much of your fun shit can you fit in one day?
I like driving my BMW.
Your BMW, right? Like that's fun, right? That makes you happy.
Yeah, damn, dude. Imagine doing everything that I just like doing all in one day. That'd be
Exactly, right? That's like honestly, that's the whole vibe of my. If you if that's I'm trying to like for me, my podcast and my YouTube channel, Weekend at Scotty's, that's like the whole shit. It's like I'm just doing what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just want to show people that you can do what you want. Right? Like,
that's definitely true.
Like, you could, like, anyway, just do it. Like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And if you like it, that's fucking cool. And you go do what you want to do, and you want to build fucking wooden sculptures of people playing, like, roller hockey, then that's, like, what you want to do, and that's sick. Like, I'm down to see you do that, too. You know what I mean? Like, so, do what makes you happy, bro. And, I mean, what else? It's really that simple.
Yeah. Okay, what about if someone's negative towards you? Like, how would you deal with that?
I mean, it just, like, it depends what state of mind you're in. It always will come back to that. Like, right now, I feel like if someone was negative to me, I was like, fuck out of here, dude. I don't care.
Oh, for real? You just, like, kind of shut it off?
Yeah, but it depends. Like, other times in my life where maybe you're a little depressed, stressed about this or whatever. Yeah. If someone gives you a negative reaction, it's easy for you to like.
Yeah, what do you do if someone gives you a negative reaction? What do you do?
Yeah, like I said, it depends on what state of mind you're in. I'm not like that's like.
Do you fight negative with negative?
It depends. You want to say that you don't want to, but like
probably when you're intoxicated.
Shit, I mean, not even like I think I'm like a lot of fun when I'm drinking.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I try to be at least. But I would say no, I can be like I'm not the person to fuck with really like when it comes down to it because I am so nice to everybody I feel like.
Yeah.
So and like I am always having fun and like I could find like like maybe if I've gone too far like I'm joking and like you could tell me that and I could accept that and I'll never judge you for being that way, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, oh shit, okay, my bad, bro. Like, I shouldn't have said your mom's fucking haircut makes her look like Mike Wazowski. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was fucked up. You know what I mean? I should not have said that. I just met you 2 minutes ago. Like that's not cool, you know. But I would say for the most part, so when someone like in a situation that has a chance to know me, maybe it's like a work environment or it's something similar to that. It can get to me a little bit because I'm like, bro, like me really?
Yeah.
Fucking me out of everybody? Like that's who you don't like? Yeah. I'm cool with everybody, dude. So to that aspect, it's gotten to me. And there's other points in my life where it just doesn't affect me whatsoever.
Yeah.
So like I would say if you go into every day in the right mindset, little shit like people fucking with you will go in one way and out the other.
Damn, okay. What about like when something negative happens, like as far as like let's say something came up that you had to pay for that you wasn't planning on?
I mean, personally for me, like I can easily overwhelm myself or like take on everything and master it. And it really just depends like on how I set myself up for it. And I would say at the end of the day, when something negative comes up, the thing you gotta remember is if you don't have control over it, you should not worry about it.
Damn, that's really good.
Think about it, just slow down. What can you control? Let's work on that shit right now.
Yeah.
Knock that shit out right now. Like then what can't you control? Because really, if you can't control it, why even worry about it? Because it's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. So worry about what you can control. And that can literally be anything, bro.
Yeah, that can be anything.
And you can control your life. You control everything. You control what time you wake up. If you wake up and you have a good morning, you take a shit and smoke a cigarette, or you wake up and run a mile and do some yoga. Whatever you want to do, and eat some granola or something. You know what I mean? Like you make those decisions, right? It's like what you can control. The shit that you can't control, honestly, that's the stuff that will freak you out the most. At the end of the day, you shouldn't worry about it at all.
Dang, easier said than done though, huh?
Hey, like I said, it goes back to being what mindset you're in.
Damn, okay, that's true.
So it's like at the end of the day, bro, it's like you just like it's dealing with negativity. It comes back to like literally dealing with yourself first and foremost. Yeah. I would say like taking care of you mentally. Like I said, happiness is a full-time job. Making sure you're happy.
Yeah. Checking
in on yourself.
Damn, okay.
Clicking off goals. That's important.
Yeah. I feel like clicking off goals, that makes me happy, dude.
That should make you happy. You feel accomplished, feel good, makes you
feel productive.
Confident. You feel like you can do this or that.
Feel like Superman on top of the world. Feel like you're going places in life.
Yeah.
Have you ever hit a breaking point?
Fuck yeah!
What do you do in a breaking point?
I told when I worked at Chevy dealership, I basically told the GM that he could kiss my ass. In front of everybody.
And then what was everybody like? Like everybody's like,
the conversation was like, he was giving me shit because I told some customer to get out because they were basically just wasting my time. And I hate to say this on a podcast and sound like a dick, but like when you work at a car dealership, people will literally sometimes come in there to fucking waste your time.
Yeah.
To be like, give me this car for $10,000 off when it's like everyone else is selling it for like $1,000 off maybe tops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they'll be rude to you and if you work in any type of retail situation, people will try to berate you because the customer is always right.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of that. You know what I mean? Any type of retail situation. So I get to a point where I don't deal with, I said I got my breaking point there. I'm gonna deal with that shit. So you just
fuck out. You told them get the fuck out?
No, well basically they wanted to get a quote and go for a test drive without giving me the phone number. I was like, we don't do that. Like, oh, well, we're not giving you your phone number. We're not giving us the phone number. All right, well, it's cool. You don't gotta go for a test drive. Go to a different dealership.
Yeah.
I told him
to bounce it. He gave you shit after that?
I was like, well, how am I going to log it and get paid for the test drive, bitch? And he's like, well, I didn't say bitch at that point. And then I was like, he goes like, you just take them. Like, dude, they're literally here to waste my time. I'm your best salesman.
Yeah.
And you want me to be tied up with this because of what? Yeah. And he's just like, and we start getting back and forth to it. And he...
the manager you're talking to?
No, the general manager.
Oh, okay, shit. Okay.
The general manager. There's the owner, and then it's this guy. Before he didn't. I worked there for about 6 or 7 months before he did.
Right.
And I was like, it was dope. Like I was basically just like one of the top salesmen almost every month, and like we're all making money, partying super hard. Like we had weekends off, which is unheard of in the car dealership.
Yeah,
we're partying like with smoking and drinking all the time.
Because everybody here that works at a car dealership, they have no time.
Yeah. And then this fool comes in and like tries to turn it around from basically like the country club that it was. Like we're just basically just chilling there all day and making money and having fun.
At Chevy?
Yeah. That's the Chevy I worked at. And then this fool comes in and like switches it up. And but he's a good guy, man. But we just butted heads from it instantly. And it's just like. And sometimes I feel like when you're the new boss, you gotta show that like one of the like you gotta kind of go up against one of the bigger. Like I was like a big dog just as a salesman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I felt like he had to go up against me. Like he had to show everybody else some type of shit. Like you know what I mean? Like
that's funny.
Like and so like we were always kind of going back and forth, and then like basically got to a point where I was in his office, and then there was like. Everybody else that was high up in the company there. And I was like, you know what, man? I know you're the general manager and all, but you need to watch what you fucking talk to me.
You said that.
Said that to them.
And then what happened?
Everybody got so fucking ghost white. They didn't know what to say.
At what age was this when you said that?
It was like 2 years ago.
Okay, 25.
I'm too old to be talking to people like this. Way too old. But motherfucker pushed me. Like I said, it's all good now. Everything's gravy. But like, I've been in that situation where, like I said, like it just as soon as he got there, we were butting heads, and like it got to that point, and it was actually, and he's like, you know what, Scott, leave.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I just didn't show up for like 2 days, and they kept calling me, like, when you coming back? Like, they told me to go home. Like, you gotta come back. I was like, I'll wait for him to tell me to come back.
Did he call back?
No, but I showed up like 2 weeks later, and I was like, yo, you guys want me to sign some paperwork before I pick my checks up, or what?
Yeah.
And then he comes out, and he just looks at me, and he's just like, so that's it, huh? I'm like, yeah, that's it.
And then you quit?
I already...
Well, I mean, yeah, you kind of left.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So
when I go out with a bang. Did you see my post? Yeah.
You go out with a bang?
You know what, man? And because fuck a job, first of all, because like California is a hire at will state. You know what that means, right?
No, what does that mean?
They hire you at any time for any reason. They
fire. Wait, what is it called? The fire hire will?
It's a hire at will state, or at will hire state. Means come and go as they fucking please.
Yeah.
And so you are expendable. Your friend at work is expendable. They don't give a shit about you, just like Uncle Sam. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I would say, look, the one time I gave a job 2 weeks notice, I went back to my office to go, start working. Fucking 5 minutes later, my boss comes running out. You know what, Scotty? Why take the time? Huh? What do we need 2 weeks for? You don't want to be here? Why? Just get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And that was like my favorite job I ever had, and it was the hardest decision in my life to quit.
Oh, for real?
I swear.
You went out with a bang on that one?
And I was like, okay. And I literally had to go home, and and I was on my motorcycle, so like I couldn't take all my shit from the office. And I come back, and like my office is all closed up, and there's like all my shit from my office is like in some other office.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. I'm like, this is like, I had nothing but love and respect for these people, and like same thing, and like, but there's emotions in all of it, right?
Yeah.
When business is like, it's never just business. You know what I mean? So, I try to do things the right way. And they still kick you out. So I would say, when you're ready to quit your job,
when you've had enough,
don't fucking give them 2 weeks, man. Fuck that. Why? That's the dumbest shit ever. Why would you give a job well, guys, it's gonna be 2 more weeks, and then I'm fucking out of here. Like, I get it. If you're,
if you're trying to look for another job, they have to call that a job.
No, you should already have your shit set up. All right, well. I would say the way to do it is have a week in between the 2 jobs and just quit.
Yeah.
Just fucking, why go?
Yeah.
Do you really owe them much? Like, unless like I would say you're Betty, who's been the fucking office manager at McAllen Steel Company for 35 years, and you got to train your replacement Patty, you know what I mean, fucking to do the same shit as you. You should probably give 2 weeks notice, man, or retire, or whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
But if you're under the age, I would say, of 40, or if you haven't been at the company for over 10 years, I would say any situation, fuck them. Just leave, bro.
Just leave. Make yourself happy.
Yeah, dude. Why drag out the process? Like just like my boss said when I gave him the 2 weeks, he's keeping it real.
Damn.
You don't want to be here. Okay, Get the fuck out.
So the way you would deal with a situation,
I would do the same
like
situation. If I was a business owner and someone came and gave me 10 weeks, I'd be like, you got a new job already? Yeah. Would they let you start now? Why? Would you rather be there?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm like, we'll get you paid. Get out of here. Boom. Out. That'd be it. What? What do you want to be here? Fake? I don't want no fake shit around me. Like I'm like in my rest of my life anymore. So if whether like you got to deal with it so much when you're an employee coming up.
Yeah.
Like all you do like all day long, you're fake to the customers to some extent, right? If you work in retail, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean, like you gotta be nice and shit. You gotta be kind of somewhat fake to your boss. I mean, I would say for the most part, right?
Yeah.
No one is 100% real, like with your boss. Like I've been there and I've had that jobs before, and it didn't end well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either too. So it's like you kind of gotta have like that layer of bullshit in the professional world too.
I feel that.
I feel like nowadays you don't. Like there's so much negativity that we just have to deal with just on a daily basis. Just with living in a lockdown society coming up on a year. It's really, like I said, up to you that like I said, happiness is a full-time job. Like I'm telling you that. Keeping yourself happy, if you literally have to work on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're definitely right. It is a full-time job.
Unless you're on a lot of Percocets or something, or Zoloft. What's the fucking...
Unless you're under the influence.
I'm trying to think of antidepressants. What are those? What's
antidepressants?
Zoloft, I think that's one of them. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't even know anything about that.
Like Meet the Fockers or something. I don't know.
Damn. Okay.
But yeah, I would say So it's all about your mindset. I mean, if you're in a negative place, negative people are gonna bring you down. If you're in a positive place, you're just gonna laugh it off.
Yeah. So I don't know. It ultimately depends on your outlook. But I did like that one thing you brought up. How if you can't control it, forget about it.
Oh yeah. If you
that's
don't have
gold right there.
Dude, that's as you get older, you learn that it's like if you don't have control over it, and why even worry about that? People say don't sweat the small stuff. It's basically saying the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, but sometimes the shit you don't have control over can be huge, right? Like the fact that you might not be able to open your restaurant right now. That's huge. But you don't have control over it. Well, no, so you can't really worry about it, right?
Yeah, no, that's super true.
But at the same time, it's like there's limits to everything. You know what I mean? Like now as I'm saying it, but
I feel like you can still apply it.
I would say still apply it. Okay, so now you can't open your restaurant. Well, what else can you do? Oh, can you make grilled cheese sandwiches and sell them to people on the street? Yeah, now that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
There you go. Right?
Yeah, man. How would you go about dealing with negative friends?
That's a good one, man.
Like, you ever have like a pessimistic friend or just someone that has a negative outlook on life?
The older you get, bro, like how many people do you hang out with?
I know, right?
Right? Like, once you're out of high school, I mean, do you have to put yourself around these people anymore?
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy to me. Like I was saying, bro, I don't want nothing fake around me anymore, at all. Like your friend, girlfriend, fucking coworker. If you're fake as shit, like, cool. Like, give me your fucking sales report. Fuck off. Like that's all. Like I don't need to talk to you after that. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Say, okay, don't care about the fishing trip. You know what I mean? Like, if you're cool, I'll talk to you about the fucking rainbow trout you caught, brother. Like, that's sick, you know what I mean? But, like, if you're a dick, I don't care about what bait you use, motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, so, it just comes down to that, man. Like,
so you just, like, shun them off, pretty much. Like, I don't want nothing to do with you.
I mean, what about you, man? Like, I'm like I said, I'm 28. I don't got time for fake friends.
Right, of course.
And, negative people. Like, I've had them in the past, for sure. I think, for me, I get... My downfall has never necessarily been, like, negative friends. It might have been, like... girls that might have been not so good for me, you know what I mean, mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure, like I've been like this girl or this girl, I thought she was this or for whatever reason, and then like
They have like negative vibes, or they're just pessimistic, or what?
yeah.
Like they'll bring you down.
Hell yeah, man. I mean,
like what would they do that would bring you down?
No, I mean, like I would say any person that can't make time for you is gonna make you feel not good, right? Like you're
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's like if there's, let's just say, like if you're, you know, starting off a relationship with someone or you're hooking up with somebody, like I said, it's tough now, especially. I don't know how being single is. Your boy's been wifed up through quarantine. You know what I'm saying? Like I got porn wifed up. You know what I mean? But in that situations, it's like it's tough. Like people don't ever want to give too much nowadays, especially. Everyone's always kind of trying to play hard to get, but it sucks when you give somebody like your time or you try to put the effort in and you don't get that back.
Yeah.
I would say like that's more of like the situations that I've been in. Like if you're call yourself my friend and you're like sneak dissing me the whole time, I'm gonna call you out real fucking quick. I don't got time for it. Like it's over.
Yeah. Well, you'd fight him or you just cut him off?
It's like I would literally just tell you, you're a fucking bitch, bro. Like I don't care. Like get away from me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need to fight nobody. I mean, I'm about to be 28 years old.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true. You know what I mean?
Yep. That is true.
Look out here, goofy as hell too, still fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It says still fighting.
Yeah, still fighting.
Yeah, I feel that. So you just call him out on it?
No, not even. I mean, just like, you don't, if someone is a negative friend, they're not your friend, so don't give them the time of the fucking day.
And then
keep it pushing. Yeah. There's enough people out there that unless you're a negative piece of shit too, and that's who you deserve to be around, and that's your crowd, I mean, they go for it. But if you're like a decent person, man, you don't deserve.
If you know you're a decent person and you know your worth.
Yeah, man. Don't fuck around and hang out with somebody and call them your friend if they're bad. If they're always telling you, oh, anytime that you say, hey, man, like just like examples, like little shit, like something that you do that you're excited about, like, dude, hey, I just became level 53 in World of Warcraft, Warlock. I'm, whatever the case might be, I don't know. And then your friend is just like, oh, well, I just actually became a level 71, so that's cool. You're like, oh, well, sick, dude. And then you're like, oh, well, dude, like, man, my fucking back hurts, man. I slept on it wrong the other day. And you're like, dude, like, you don't even know what back hurts means, man. Like, I got ran over yesterday by a truck.
Yeah.
And there's someone that's always going to one-up you.
Yeah, or trying to make it a competition.
Yeah, like, even just, like, little shit like that, those are the type of people you don't need around you. Like, at all. Like,
those are the type of people, huh?
Yeah, it's little type shit. And you know it. And it gets to a point to where it's like, if you ever feel like you have to change the way that you should feel like you should act around another person.
Yeah. And it's not worth it.
Fuck you doing there?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's work and you have to get money.
I feel like I needed to hear that.
Wait, you came to the right place, brother.
Yeah, or what about if it's someone you knew for like a long time? Like, let's say 10, 15 years.
I mean, people go separate ways. It is what it is.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, and that's tough. And I mean, I've cut so many people off, and I'm sure people have cut me off. Maybe I don't even really know.
Yeah.
But
how do you deal with it when you cut someone you know for a long time off?
I mean,
just keep it moving.
is pretty easy nowadays, man. I mean, you get ghosted somebody is what it is. I mean, it depends on how, if it was like an altering event, like something happened where like obviously you might need to address it, or what happened kind of speaks enough for itself to where you don't, need to address it, you know what I mean? Or to the fact where you could just be like, man, what he's about, I'm not about.
Yeah.
I don't want to even be associated with that. Like, if he gets caught up doing that and then people think that me and him are associated like that,
then you're gonna get that outlook.
Like, I don't want to even be like that. And then, but there's a double-edged sword of that. It's like, how much do you care about what people think? Like, why are you cutting that person off? Are you cutting that person off because you care about what other people think and like you being associated with that person?
Right.
And because you don't think that they're maybe like, cool enough at that particular point in time, or are they literally bringing you down to, in that point, it should be boom, later.
Yeah.
And if they're a negative person, they're not going to hit you up and be like, bro, why don't we kick it anymore?
Yeah. Have you ever had anybody that you kind of shunned off want to come back into your life?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And how do you deal with that?
Like I said, bro, I mean, leaving someone on scene is a fucking pretty powerful thing in 2020, bro.
Like left on red?
Powerful thing, bro. I mean, it depends on what you think you owe somebody.
Right.
Right? Does that person that you, I'm not gonna say you don't have to necessarily shun somebody from your life, because there's people that I thought were my best friend, or one of my good friends, where some real life shit popped up. I realized that they're not real. They're not really my real friend.
Yeah.
They're just somebody that I skateboarded with for a long time.
Yeah.
And we hung out a lot, but they're not really my real friend. And there's a fucking difference.
That's insane.
Right? There's like, you could literally go to the with skating especially, you're always around some people, and maybe there's only 2 people in the crew that you actually really fuck with. Right? But you're all with, like, they fuck with these people, so you're all like, right?
Yeah, you all fuck with each other, kind of.
Type shit.
Yeah.
So, but like, I know him, like, alright, I'm not gonna fight you every time we see each other, but like, I'm gonna be cool. But I just know that I can't count on you for shit. Don't ask me for shit. I'm not gonna give you shit. Hey, just go your fucking happy way. I know what you're made of deep down inside is what it is.
Right.
I know now. I fucking know. Good for me. Good for fucking me. I know now. I know I can't count on you. End of story.
Dang.
Cool. Like literally cool. Like, thank you, bro. Thank you. Now I know.
Yeah.
Type shit. That's how I am now. Like, the older you get, bro, like, fucking, it gets easier and easier. The people, I mean,
I need to take lessons from you.
I tell you, I was telling you, it's only a couple of years, bro, but like, fuck.
I'm at the right place.
Come through, man. Weekend at Scotty's, man. Tune in. We got 2 episodes each and every week. We got one on Thursday with my roommate Brian Shaw. That you're not gonna get any type of lessons like this from, but you'll get great betting advice. And anyways, but yeah, man, dude, just fuck it, bro. Like, like I said, you don't owe anybody shit.
You don't own it, but you know what pisses me off? People think that you owe them something.
Everybody thinks they owe you like I said, people are so fucking entitled now, bro.
Why?
Literally, it's people think they're smarter than they are because they can look anything up on fucking Google. First of all, you could go to school for like 5 years to learn about dinosaurs, and you could become a paleontologist or whatever the fuck it could be, and you could be like at a bar talking to your friend about like a new T-Rex fossil that was found,
Yeah.
and then fucking Tammy will be like smoking a fucking Juul and drinking a fucking Coors Light and like spitting in a fucking tobacco cup and like, look, hey, you know the dinosaurs don't actually exist. Blah 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 blah, and then like she just like, cause she's like fucking pulls some shit up on Google, and she thinks like she literally thinks she thinks now she's like her brain is the same as Google, like she's just as smart as a person.
Yeah.
Like bro, like you like, or like even if she Googles the right information, you know what I mean? Like fuck out of here, like. Work at any type of motorcycle shop or auto shop, and you'll fucking know that for a fact. People come in, they like drop off their broke ass bike, and then like you tell them what's wrong with it and how much it's gonna cost, and then they come back and like, well, actually, I think this is wrong, and this is how much it should cost. Well, really, motherfucker, why'd you fucking bring it to me? You know what I mean? Like people are like, do you watch a YouTube video, bro? Like, fuck off, you know? Like, we have a shop. Everyone here in college, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, but like, literally everybody, that's how they are now. Like, they literally, they think people are so entitled. It's in fucking insane. And it was also crazy too. If we're gonna go back to it and like how dealing with negative people.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just let them have it.
What do you mean? What does that
I don't
mean?
give a fuck.
Oh, like.
I'm not wound all that tight. Uh-huh. Like. Someone could be doing some dumb shit in public. I'm human. Like, I got cut off one time.
Like driving wise?
No. When I was working at a car dealership, I was waiting to fill up this fucking car with gas so I could take it back and finish the sale, right?
Right.
I was waiting for like 10 minutes, and some fucking asshole in a BMW just cuts me off right as I'm about to pull in. I get out of the car, I'm like, yo, move your piece of shit right now. You know what the fuck you just did? And he acted like he didn't speak English. Right?
Oh, for real? What ethnicity did he appear to be?
Like some type of Middle Eastern, right?
Okay.
And I was like, motherfucker, I just heard you speaking English on your cell phone.
Yeah.
I was like, don't play dumb with me. I was like, move your piece of shit. Everyone here is waiting. You're not fucking better than everybody else. I was like, plus, your BMW is a 3 Series, and it's like from 2008. I don't know why you have paper plates on it. Move your ass. He could not believe that anyone had ever said anything to it. But, I couldn't take it at that point. I've been waiting for 20 minutes, and some fucking asshole comes in, and literally...
He snakes you.
No, he snakes me, kicks him out, right? Blah, blah, blah. The lady filling up her gas looks at me next to me and is like, I cannot believe you just said that. I was like, are you kidding? I was like, I know, right? But I can't believe this motherfucker, dude. Like, how could you be such an asshole? You know what I mean? Like, literally, it's like, have you been pulled up to a gas station that has the cheap gas in the neighborhood? So everyone's posted up, they each got a corner.
That's funny.
Waiting for something to
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's hilarious.
It's like a fucking lions sneaking in, like a gazelle, you know, they're all posted. You know what I mean? That's how it is. That's how that situation was.
And then what happened? He moved his car.
Oh, you got the fuck out of there.
Oh, he just left the whole gas station.
He got out of there. When I was filling up the gas station, I just imagined in my mind getting a slow clap,
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. All right, we're getting kind of far in the podcast, so I'm gonna end it right here. But you got anything else to say before we end this podcast?
All I gotta say is just make sure, like I said, thank you for having me on your podcast. I'm glad to have some good combos with you, Ish. But, if you want a good laugh or want to learn some shit about sports or gambling or some more life like this, check me out. Weekend at Scotty's, man.
That's his podcast.
Anywhere you can find a podcast, I'm there. Same thing on YouTube.
Sick.
That's all I got.
All right, guys. That is how to deal with negativity with Scotty. He has some interesting ways.
Brush that dirt off your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Keep your pimp hand strong. All the above.
All right, guys. I'll see you
Peace
guys
out.
next podcast later.